All right, welcome to that Synth Show once again, episode 4 with Synth Samurai. Just got back from Quebec, hit those outdoor spas, those saunas, feeling refreshed, ready to go. Hope you're ready to go too. It's the weekend, Friday. We got 3 segments. We got first, G.A.S, Gear Acquisition Syndrome. You got it, I got it, let's talk about it. Second segment is our artist showcase, which everybody seems to be liking, so we're going to be showcasing P-Wizard and Luki. And then our third segment is the Poor Man's Synth Review, and we're going to be doing 3 synths. The Behringer JT-2. Will it ever come out? I don't know, but for $2.99, we're going to check it out. Then we got the Roland SH-4D, just dropped yesterday. See how it sounds. Name, iffy. Color, if you like black, but we'll check it out. And then we're going to hit the futuristic Soma Labs Terra. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get going. And as usual, watch a little, watch a lot. Choose your own adventure at That Synth Show, baby. Let's go. All right. That Synth Show. G.A.S. We're talking about G.A.S today. Do you got it? I got it. I mean, I pretty much feel like every time I go on the internet, I want to buy a new synth. I don't know about you, but I've been holding back. But I think it's time for me to get something. What about you? I know you're looking too. And if you're not looking, you feel like you want to look. But if you do look, you might want to buy. So I understand the conundrum. I really do. So let's take a look at G.A.S. You know, what is G.A.S? What is G.A.S? G.A.S. Gear Acquisition Syndrome. G.A.S. Look at those things. What do we got there? Can we name them all? Can you name them all? Oh, so we got the base station, we got some mini logs, we got the micro freaks, we got the MS-20s, we got the grandmother, we got the Pro 3, we got the Gaia. What else we got there? SH-101. Don't know what that is. But yeah, G.A.S, Gear Acquisition Syndrome. I don't know about you, but when I think about Gear Acquisition Syndrome, I'll tell you my one tip. This isn't going to be a long segment. It's going to be a short one. I'm going to tell you what I do to get past Gear Acquisition Syndrome. I got a piggy bank. I put $20 a week in that piggy bank. And I leave it. And then every once in a while, I say to my missus, how much is in the synth bank? And she's like, $20. And I'm like, okay. As we go, time passes. I'm like, how much is in that synth bank? She's like, $600. I'm like, ooh, $600. What can I get for that? And then I just do the, the marshmallow experiment where I'm like, I'll leave that a little longer. And then I'm like, how much is in that synth bank? She's like, $1,200. I'm like, oh, I feel like that's even worse now because now I can get a pretty good synth. So I got to think about it a little longer. So my one tip for you is, get a synth bank, put $20 a week in it. When you're ready to buy, when you're ready to pick one of these things out, you don't have to feel guilty. You can just say, hey, I'm gonna go buy a guitar pedal. I'm gonna go buy some utilities like a mixer, which we know we don't want to buy that. But you get up to around like $600 to $1,000. Only takes a year, and you can pretty much get that Move Grandmother. $7.99, $5.99 on Reverb. So, I mean, Gear Acquisition Syndrome. You got it. Throw down the comments. What do you think? How do you deal with it? How do you get past it? I know recently one of my best buddies went and got Martin St. Pierre. He went and got a Prophet 6. He traded in his JXP3 or something like that. Some Roland synth JXP3, JP3, and traded in $1,000 plus that synth, and he got a Pro 6, and now he got that linked up with his Rev 2, and sounds amazing. But the thing is, a lot of people on YouTube say, G.A.S, don't do it, don't get this, don't get that, you got enough gear. No, you don't, because if you want more gear, you don't got enough gear. You can make music with what you got, but I mean, there's nothing more inspiring than sitting down guilt-free after you crack open that piggy bank with that new synth, or used but new to you, and just feeling all those new sounds, right? So that's Gear Acquisition Syndrome, Maybe we don't need to look at it as a negative thing. We just know how to know how to put a little money away, so when we get that feeling and there's something we want, we can buy it. You know, so that's gear acquisition syndrome. G.A.S. All right, without further ado, let's get into the artist showcase. I was just talking a little bit about G.A.S because I got some G.A.S these days, and I feel like I'm gonna get something. I don't know what I'm gonna get, but what am I looking at? That Polybrute. I had to go another year to get a Polybrute. You know, I got like $1,000 saved up, so another year or start delivering pizzas. Like I said, Polybrute, Rev 2. Feel like getting one of those flagship synths. You know. I don't know. What do you guys got? Throw it in the comments. I don't know, because I got that G.A.S. I ain't going to feel guilty about it, because I'm going to break that piggy bank open. And I'm going to get what I want. Just like you should too. You deserve it. You deserve what you want. We all do. G.A.S. All right, who do we got here tonight for the showcase? What do we got? What do you want to do first? Luki? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's see what we got. Let's go with the P-Wizard first. P-Wizard. P-Wizard. So I've been watching this guy. Wolfman Love turned me on to him. To be honest, when I watch him, I just feel like, wow, I don't know anything. I actually really don't know anything. And like I said, I just make sounds and just try to enjoy it. But this guy, wow. Let's check him out. This one here, he's got, let's look at the description. What's he doing? Long take, blah, blah, blah. I think he's combining a cassette tape player with that, with the chips, with the tasty chips, GR1. That's a granular synthesizer. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but I'm sure you do. Let's check it out.
This chakra governs your ability to be powerful and in control of your life. It begins developing in the adolescent years. Say to yourself, I acknowledge my power as an individual human being. Watch the golden light merging with the orange of the second chakra and flowing out into your aura.
That's pretty cool. Combining those.
Filling you with self-confidence. Carrying away negative feelings or any disease that exists in this area of your body. The fourth chakra is rooted in the spine at the level of the heart. See the chakra glowing a soothing shade of green,
I can feel
filling
my
up
chakras
the
open.
whole of the chest area. The heart.
Wow.
The lungs. The ribs. Feel your chest expanding and smiling as it is filled with this healing green light. See the green merging with the golden yellow of the third chakra and flowing out into the aura. The heart chakra governs our energy of love and acceptance. It is the chakra of healing energy.
Very cool.
It begins developing in maturity, as do all the chakras above it. Say to yourself, I acknowledge myself just as I am. I am. Allow the green light to melt away any pain you feel in this region of your body.
So that's the P-Wizard, and that is the Tasty Chips GR1, the granular synthesizer. And I think that goes for like a little over $1,000 maybe. So you know P-Wizard, he's got a synth bank. you know, he ain't feeling guilty about what he's buying, I don't think. But that's a cool synthesizer. I think it takes samples and chops them up into granules, and then a lot of people use it to texturize the sound. I wrote P Wizard and I asked him what was going on, if he liked it, what was the learning curve like, and he said learning curve is decent, you know, but you know, you can learn it, and it looks like a pretty cool synth. And I like what he was doing with that cassette player, adding that chakra yogi. So you go check him out, like and subscribe, drop him a comment, ask him about that synth. He's amazing. And like, I don't know if I should show another one of his videos now, but this guy is like, let's show another one because he's epic. So we'll just do a little quick one of this one. And then you guys can go check it out. I'll throw the links down in the description. You can go see what he's doing over on his channel, because P Wizard is awesome. Let's check this out for a minute. Now look at this. That's a Soma Labs. I think that one he's got going on there, the Vermoma, or no, Performer. Maybe it's not Soma. I mean, look at this. That's a wizard. All hail the wizard, baby. That's a little bit of that because I don't want to be taking the P Wizard's video, you know, but I just want to showcase him because out of all the people I've watched on the internet just making music, this guy is this is genius. You tell me, it sounds amazing, and you head to his channel and check that out and watch the full thing. But that Vermona Performer combined with the modular setup he's got going there, wow, talk about inspirational. So when I watch this guy too, I'm like, man, I gotta get in the studio and make something. And man, what a guy. So that's P Wizard. Check him out. Check his channel out. Like, subscribe, share. You know the whole full Monty. Let's head over now and check out Luki. See what Luki's doing. We got there, Luki. So Luki, I came across Luki. I was looking for some Hydrasynth videos, and because I was gassing out for the Hydrasynth, and not the Explorer, but the real one with the ribbon, not the deluxe, but that one. And that one goes for, I think it's like $1,200 or something. So again, that's a year of saving $20 a week, and you can have a Hydrasynth. All right, so let's check Luki out. What really fascinated me about this was she was using the Auraphone vocal technique called the mouth trumpet, and I really don't know what that is. So let's check it out. That key step 37. $399, something like that. So that's Luki, and Luki's got a cool channel. She's got a cool setup going on there. I like the room, I like the plants, I like what's going on with the wall. I like it all, and I like that vocal trumpet thing she's got going on. It's the coolest thing. And man, that Hydrosynth, I tell you what, you might end up seeing a Hydrosynth in this studio pretty soon if I can, because I'm about to crack that piggy bank open and get that Hydrosynth. But that Auraphone, if anybody knows what that is, that Auraphone vocal technique, mouth trumpet thing, I don't know if it's this little box down here on the stool. I don't know if that's what's making the sounds or what, but Luki's awesome. Go check her out. I'll throw the link down in the channel. Watch that video. Watch the rest of her videos. Like, subscribe. Not a huge fan of Disney, but I do like Robin Hood because I'm into stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. All right? Although I'm not into stealing, but if I was into stealing, I'd probably steal from the rich. Okay. So that's segment 2. That's the artist showcase. Hope you enjoy. Let me know. Do you want me to play the videos a little longer? Do you want me to cut them a little shorter? We're doing this together, so I'm trying to figure out what you guys want to see and what you're into. So that's Luki. That's Luki and P Wizard, 2 amazing artists to add to the Synth Samurai, that Synth Show showcase. That's 6 we've done now, and I hope you've all checked them out, and I hope you enjoy them because they're amazing. So let's head over. Let's hit that music again. Let's head over and check out these synthesizers for the Poor Man Synth review, shall we? Let's go. What do we got first? Synth Anatomy. Love the website. This is where I go to get my news. They seem to be the most up to date. They got everything, so you can go there, check it all out. But they seem the most up to date to me, easiest to read, cool website. So check it out. So here we go. Behringer J2 Jupiter 8 style paraphonic analog synthesizer. So this thing, I mean, is Behringer just are they teasing us again, or are they really going to drop something this time? You know, like, looks like a Jupiter to me. I really don't understand why Behringer can put out the Model D and put out the Neutron, and they're using the exact same casing, and they just seem to be teasing tons of modular synths, which is cool. $299, you know, but when we look at it, it's got the same things as most of them. So let's check it out. What's it got here? Behringer, blah blah blah. Single voice, Jupiter Roland 8. All right, 2 oscillators, cross modulation, low pass, high pass filter, 2 envelopes, LFO, and more. What does it got? It's going to have an auto tune and a syncable arpeggiator function, which can be controlled by the colored Jupiter style buttons. So that's cool. I mean, if they can take this thing and they can make it sound like a Jupiter for $299, I mean, I'll probably get it, try it out, but I don't want it to come out, and I don't want it to be sounding like the Neutron, the Model D, which both sound very different, but they're not that different. You know, they're different, but they're not that different. Whereas the Op6 and the Wave State sound very, very different, you know. My buddy showed me the Rev 2, and he showed me the Pro 6. They're similar, but they sound very, very different. My other buddy's got the Polybrute, and he's got the Wave State. They sound very, very different. So, Behringer, I don't know. I hope you buy a chip factory and start getting these things out, because if you do, I will buy them, and I will show them on my channel, and I'll be honest and let everyone know what they're like, because I love the Model D, I love the Mono Poly, I love the Neutron, I love them all. I think they're amazing, and I see people hating on them all the time, but they're epic synths, and they allow people like me, the poor man, to get involved and start making music for a decent price, you know? So this is it. Looks cool, you know, got those colors, got the J2 colors, you know, standard stuff, got the CV in, out, filter in, out, you know, nothing crazy. It's got MIDI in, MIDI out, MIDI through. You can Euro rack it, which is cool. You know, want to get into modular too, man, but it's so expensive. All right, so that's the JT-2. We're not going to listen to it because I haven't put a video out yet sharing it, but I mean, when we did that Behringer Pro 800, that sounded pretty awesome. I thought it was amazing. So if it sounds like that, then we're gonna get it. What we got now? Let's move on over to the Roland SH-4D multi-desktop timbral synthesizer. All right, so this is it here. Let's have a look. This is it. This is what it looks like. You know, SH-4D. Throwback to one of their older synthesizers, kind of similar. Just why do they always do it in black? Why not a white? Do a white. Am I the only one that likes white? I know Wolfman Love likes white. He got the TR-8S, threw a white skin on it. The thing looks amazing. You know, this black's okay, but I mean, very Sega Genesis style, which is cool too, I guess. But look at this. They got the big LCD screen on it finally. That a boy, Roland. It's hard. I mean, even on the Juno-x, what an epic synth, but that screen, God, so hard to see, especially when you like playing in the dark like me with you know, I like playing in the dark. I don't like playing with all the lights on, and I don't want to be squinting when I'm looking at the screen. So let's check it out. What do we got here? Let's go into what they got. 5 layers, 60 voices of polyphony, 4 synth parts. That's cool. Customizable rhythm part. Digital, obviously, using the Zen core. So I mean, I guess Roland, what they're doing is they're just like, boom, we got a black box. Let's jack some buttons in there. Groove box. Why'd they make a groove box? You know, there's a lot of groove boxes out there, and I'm not against groove boxes, but I like live jamming, so groove box for me kind of like, once it gets going, you just leave it, but I like getting things going and messing around. How much is it? $5.99 is what it's going for, I think. Kind of cool. All right, let's check out. It's got 11 synth models. It's got, what's it got? SH-4D, 4 oscillator algorithm, okay. SH3, chord ring sync, cross mod, wavetable. So this thing is packed with features. It's packed with features. You'll definitely be able to make music. I listened to Bo Beats' review. It sounded pretty awesome. I mean, you can pick it up, take it anywhere. You know it's lightweight because it's all made of plastic. So man, for anybody who was like, wants something that's low real estate and you can take anywhere, it's got the Juno 106 model, SH-106. Right, let's listen to a little bit of it, eh? See what it sounds like. Let's see, straight from the Roland site. Ping pong delay. If you got your headphones on, you can hear that. Actually, starting to like it a little more. Headphones on, you can hear that ping pong delay. Okay, that's actually got, that sounds pretty cool. I mean, like I said, I'm not into groove boxes, they're not my thing, but that sounds pretty cool. And I think one of the things that interests me about this synth is it's got the drum machine built in too, you know, so anybody thinking about going for a TR-8S and you don't want to get into that full drum machine and, you know, learning all that, you can actually get this thing. And let's see what kind of drums and stuff they got in here. Let's see. Let's go down and see what else they got in here. Let's do a quick overview. I wonder if David's doing it.
Hi, I'm Lawrence Jepson, and this is the SH-4D synthesizer, a desktop powerhouse with hands-on workflow and deep synthesis tools for crafting a wide array of sounds. This 5-part multi-timbral synth is packed with 11 oscillator models that cover everything from vintage analog synths and PCM sounds to cutting-edge digital tones. The LCD sliders and buttons automatically reconfigure their functions to follow the selected oscillator model, while the filter, amp, and LFO sections are always set to shape whatever sound you're working on. The SH-4D also has a 5-track sequencer consisting of 4 parts polyphonic record and playback with any of the 11 oscillator models, and a dedicated rhythm track with 26 customizable instruments. Let's take a closer look at the SH-4D selection of oscillator models. The first oscillator model is the SH-4D. Inspired by Roland's SH synthesizers of the past, the SH-4D is comprised of 4 oscillators to create huge analog-inspired sounds. This is great for massive basses, or maybe some rich and full pads.
All right, I'm not sure here, but if you can sync that up, which I'm assuming you can, to a MIDI keyboard, like that Keystep 37 that Luki was using or whatever, any old MIDI thing, it's cool. This thing's pretty cool. I'm kind of changing my mind a little bit now. Although I wasn't into the black, all black, I'm actually think it looks kind of cool. And let's see what the Juno model sounds like, the 106.
The SH-4D also includes iconic legacy models like the SH-101 and the Juno-106, both great for tapping into classic analog sounds.
Okay. Not bad, not bad.
The LCD screen gives you the familiar look of the original oscillator mix section and corresponds directly to the 4 sliders.
Thanks for making that bigger, Roland. That's a big one up. From that view, it looks pretty cool.
The Cross FM oscillator model is great for capturing both classic and modern experimental sounds with its 2 operators. One for
All right, so it's going into FM. That's cool. I like FM synthesis. I think it's awesome. It's super unique. But let's check out the drums because I need a new drum machine. I got the Alesis SR16. And if this is actually cheaper than the TR-8S, I would say anybody looking to get a new synth that you can get a new drum machine with and a epic sounding load of synthesizers and systems in it, then let's check out the rhythm part real quick.
It's also worth mentioning that the rhythm part is actually an entire synth itself. For each of the 26 instruments, you can design and layer your own bespoke kits, selecting from 439 different drum samples and VA waves for unique and experimental layering.
Come on, get that kick in there.
There's a dedicated pitch envelope for each instrument, and you can also sculpt each instrument with the filter and amp controls. To program our sounds and bring them to life, the SH-4D also contains a 5-part sequencer. Parts 1 to 4 are for recording and playing any of the 11 oscillator models,
cool.
And part 5 provides a dedicated rhythm part. Parts can be sequenced with the step sequencer or in real time with substep and probability available for both tone and rhythm parts.
Okay.
In pattern or mixer mode, part levels can be easily adjusted and muted to create on-the-fly arrangements. To give patterns even more life, we can change the play mode, reversing and randomizing playback. Or finesse them in other ways with motion recording, capturing knob and slider movements in real time, or programming them step by step. I can also use the powerful matrix section to control up to 4 model parameters via a variety of modulation sources like LFOs, envelopes, or external MIDI sources.
All right, cool. So, first segment was on G.A.S. I was reading the comments in Bo Beats' video, and he was saying, some people were like, "Ah, this thing sucks. You know, why would they make another groove box? Who's going to use it? Only YouTube reviewers, blah, blah, blah." But to be honest, if you took this thing and you set it up and got an epic track going, plus then you MIDI'd out and changed your other synths to it so they all ran off the same sequence, same clock, and then you just brought everything in and out, this could be a cool brain for your setup. My buddy Wolfman Love, I know I talk a lot about him, but he's got a SynthSpectrumDyes he's been trying to get me to buy. That thing is, you need an IQ of 3,000 to use that, but apparently once you get it, and he makes awesome stuff. So what's the SynthSpectrumDyes? $1,300 American. This thing's $599 is what they're saying. So plus I need a drum machine, TR-8S, $799. This $599. I would go with this. This blows the TR-8S out of the water. I'm gonna say it right now. This blows the TR-8S out of the water. Blows it out of the water. Completely blows it out of the water. Unless you're a Japanese DJ who only plays drums and just wants to jam on the TR-8S. I don't know, Roland, send me one of these and I'll showcase it for all the samurais out there. I'll give Lawrence a run for his money, yeah?
Another way of animating and morphing our sounds is with the D-Motion feature. Using the on-screen X and Y pad, I can select 2 mod destinations, then move and tilt the SH-4D to change those parameters. Oh. Finally, the visual...
Okay, all right, hold on. So, I don't know about you, but I'm not going to be picking the synth up and using it like a Mario Kart joystick on the, whatever that new Nintendo system is, the Nintendo Switch. Like, so that don't mean much to me unless you're in a nightclub and the tables are bouncing around and it's changing the sound to the rhythm of the dance floor. So, don't know about that, Lawrence. But anyways, final thoughts on this thing. Let's move on. It's cool. It's awesome. Don't like the black, but I'm starting to like it a little better because there's none of that crazy green. And I think the LCD screen is cool, and it seems to be able to be a high-powered groove box that you can take anywhere. So we'll put that on the G.A.S list. Let's move on. Let's move on and check out what Soma's got going on. So, Soma, this thing. Look at this. Look at this thing. So what I was saying earlier is you got Behringer who never released synths. It looks like they got awesome synths, cheap prices. They got a few on the market, but they're not bringing out anything new. Therefore, it's almost like in UFC when you got a fighter and he's not fighting, you don't make the rankings list anymore. You're at a commission. So, Behringer, I love you, but you got to put a synth out soon. All right, you got to do it because I got the G.A.S, I got the piggy bank. Put out a synth, and I might buy one. But Soma, let's check this out. Look at this thing. A piece of wood with all these little grippers and all this stuff on it. Look at this thing. You talk about futuristic and beautiful. You got Roland releasing a groove box in a land of a million groove boxes, which is awesome. Don't get me wrong. It seems pretty cool. But then you got Soma releasing this huge chunk of wood full of little gold and silver, what does it look like? Pieces of Play-Doh with these knobs with different Nordic symbols and stuff or whatever, right? So the best thing to do for this is let's check out their the video they did for the release here if you haven't seen it. Look at this. Check this out. Wow. like I'm getting hypnotized just watching this. Sometimes when I watch stuff like that, I think it's a cool way to showcase this crazy piece of gear. But sometimes when I watch that, I feel like they're playing some black magic on me, making me want to buy that thing. But it's cool. It looks crazy. It seems like it makes insane sounds. Let's see if we got any of the boys doing a little tester of it. What do we got here? Let's see. Soma. Well, I think that whoever thought of that is artistically a genius, super creative. You got, look at the Roland. Under the hood, you got an insane sound engine and everything. But look at this. This is pure creativity. And Soma does cool stuff like this. So, I mean, we're not going to spend too much time on this one. But it is epic. And we can look what it's got here real quick. The keyboard's got 12 note sensors, velocity, pressure sensitive, 4 dynamic sensors for timbre and modification control, 4 pitch shifting sensors. So if we look up here, that's what all these blobs are. So I can see if you're a live musician and yeah, that's cool. If you're a live musician and you want to add something like that to your setup, then I mean, go for it. It's cool. I would add it, but as far as money goes, Soma ain't cheap. And what are they asking for this thing? Price and availability. Let's check it out. What is Soma asking for this thing? Waiting list, no price, eh? All right, so I guess we'll make a. I'd say that thing's gonna be $1,200. Easy, $1,200. All right, so no thank you right now, but if it's under 1,000, maybe. All right. That's that Synth show. What did we do? 41 minutes. I don't know if it's too long, but like I said, skip, choose, like what you want. P-Wizard and Luki, Wicked Artist Showcase. They did amazing. I think their stuff's awesome. I'll throw the links down in the bottom. Go check them out. If you got that G.A.S, don't feel guilty. Just start saving up some money and buy it. And let's see what that Roland Groove box brings. But I'm looking for something sweet to come out soon for NAMM in April. NAMM, N-A-M-M. So we're going to be following that. And once again, thank you for joining me for episode 4 of that Synth show. And it's been an absolute pleasure. I love you, Synth Samurai.